What's up, all my Ewoks? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and like you can see by the title of this video and the thumbnail, I'm going to be talking about Zorii Bliss from The Rise of Skywalker. Now, I know everyone has been waiting for my review of The Rise of Skywalker, but I decided I'm not going to do a single video on the review because it would be maybe 5 to 6 hours long. There is a lot of stuff that happened in The Rise of Skywalker, and I'm not kidding when I say every single minute something was happening, and it was like 10 things were happening within that one single minute, and there's just too much to cover in one video, and I can talk pretty fast, and I could sit here and talk for 5 hours, but I'm gonna let you know right now that video is not gonna be pretty good at the end, because I'm one of those people that I don't do too much editing, I don't script anything, I just push the button and I start talking. So after 5 hours, my voice might go out, and I am a human. I do forget things, and I don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to do individual videos on each point. So we are going to be talking about one of the things that irked my soul to the very core, because if you're going to introduce new characters and they're gonna play the whole, well, it's a new Whammon character and it's a new Whammon and it's in a new mask and we're gonna create this character just for selling toys, which I had a feeling, what was Phasma. And, I know J.J. Abrams was pissed because Phasma was one of his favorite characters that he invented. It was completely useless. But he was pissed off that Rian Johnson finally killed off Phasma. So we got to introduce this new character, which is Zorii Bliss. And she's useless. She's absolutely useless in the movie. She's like an NPC. Because the only thing she does is she gives them this little coin that gets you on any ship. Alright, so when you play in a video game, there's an NPC, a non-playable character. And, they either tell you, oh, this is the mission you have to do. Or, they're Jedis and they're going to be your master and they give you missions to go on. It's like, okay, that's understanding. Or they're like Karth and you're on a mission and you're trying to get somewhere and he has to stop because, oh, he has to talk about his feelings, but he doesn't want to talk about it. But he's got to talk about it because he's concerned. And it's like, hashtag shut up, Karth. But, Karth irks my soul to my very core, but Zorii, it's like, alright, if you're going to be a character, if you're going to be an NPC type character that is your only purpose you serve is by being there so that way they can sell your costume, they can sell your toys, that's it. That's your entire purpose, and to give the character this one little thing. Alright, if you're going to be like that, be freaking consistent. At least Phasma was consistent in the fact that she did nothing. She said, the throwaway line, and she died. Twice. She died twice. I would say that's consistent. She did the same thing in both movies. That's pretty consistent for her character. Alright, Zorii shows up, and what's she gonna do? She's gonna shoot Poe, because guess what? Her and Poe were spice runners. For those of you that aren't too familiar with the Star Wars lore and like the EU, so spice is basically like the drug of the galaxy. It's like their coke, their heroin, their meth, it's like the drug. It is the drug. So if you're on the spice, you're going kind of crazy, right? So, and it messes with you. It messes with each person individually in like different ways, because sometimes the authors don't read each other's books, so sometimes when people get the spice, it knocks them out. Other people go freaking great. Excuse me. Other people go freaking crazy. So, Poe used to be a spice runner before he joined the Resistance, and so she reveals this fact, and the whole gang is like, oh, what? And the reason why they're there on the planet, the reason why they run into Zorii is because the C-3PO's got to go learn the Sith language. So they got to go take it to that little alien. And so that way C-3PO's memory can get wiped and he can learn the Sith language. Because apparently he knows billions of forms of communication, but he doesn't know this one language that they need this one time in this one freaking movie. It's ridiculous, right? So Zorii meets up with them and she's like, yo, I'm going to kill you. Poe, you screwed me over. Next minute, she's fighting Rey. All of a sudden, every single one else in the group just forgot how to fight. Poe forgot to fight. Finn, a trained stormtrooper, doesn't know how to fight and just stands there while Rey beats up everyone with her staff. Or, excuse me, her lightsaber. And then, oh my gosh, it's the most ridiculous thing. Well, one of the most ridiculous things I saw in the movie was Zorii is literally on the floor. She has her blaster and Rey's holding her lightsaber to the blaster. I'm like, shoot her! Just shoot her! She's got you on the ground. Her lightsaber, you can pull the trigger faster than she can stab you with the lightsaber. Plus, you know she's not a Sith. She's not gonna kill you. She's the light side of the Force. She's the good guy. I mean, maybe she will stab you. She stabbed Kylo Ren. But anyways, and then she's like, okay, I think I like you now. It's like, really? She just beat you! You have no reason to like them. You have no reason to trust them. A minute ago, you wanted to turn them in for the bounty because the stormtroopers are looking for them, and you need the money. You need the credits because your entire life you've been trying to get off this damn planet, or for whatever amount of time. It made it seem like it was her life story to get off this planet, but I'm like, girl, you've been running spice. Don't you leave the planet all the time? It makes no sense. So then they go to the little alien thing. Now they're all friends. Her and Poe go up on top of the little building. They look at the stars. She's like, a second ago she wanted to kill him. Now she's like, oh, you know, we can escape this planet together. I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about? He's already escaped. He's gone. He's living his own life. Just get on a spaceship and fly away. It's not that hard. I don't understand what... You're the leader of your gang. I even had to go look it up on Wikipedia because I'm like, does she owe someone money? Is this like a Han Solo type thing? Because they don't explain that in the movie. They fill all the information. It's like this ridiculous thing, but they don't explain anything. That's one of the things. There's so much stuff in this movie, but nothing gets explained. Nothing. So I was like, does she owe someone money? Is she like an indentured servant to someone? What's going on? No! She is the leader of her own gang that runs spice. And she's been working to get this coin so she can get on a ship to leave the planet. And I'm like, just go with Poe. Go with him. He's a resistance. He came to the planet. He can get off the planet. You want to go so bad? Go with him. She's like, we can run away together. We don't have to do any of this. And I'm like, go. You want to run away with him right now? You wanted to kill him a second ago. Now you want to run away with this dude that left you? Go with him. Go with him. He's your ticket. You don't even need your dumb coin. But then they need the coin. So even though she's been... Because they need to go onto the Star Destroyer because they need to go rescue Chewie. So she just decides to give him the coin. She's like, here, Poe, I've been working for years to get this coin, but you know what? I wanted to kill you 5 minutes ago. Then I wanted to get back with you. And now it's like, all right, well, here's my coin that I've been working, and I'm just going to stay on the planet. It's like, what? What? How does that make any sense? How did you get from point A to point B to point C? It doesn't make sense. I mean, I watched it happen, but as far as her mind, I'm like, is she bipolar? What is wrong with this chick? And then also, just a little side note, what is with her costume? I remember the actress talking about how uncomfortable it was because she's got this weird mask. It's got this thing on the back. Then she's got this like Egyptian type of necklace guard thing. She's got this little band like right under her boobs, and it's like, how do you move in that? How is that logical for fighting? Why wouldn't you be in full body armor? That purple like jumpsuit thing, I don't think that's gonna protect you against a lightsaber, against a blaster. It doesn't look like it's much protection. All it looks like is a costume for cosplayers to make. That's what it looks like. It looked like, oh hey, you know, get a purple jumpsuit, put some gold metal on you, get this weird helmet, add some like paper mache to the back. It wasn't logical in any way, shape, or form. And then when she like why do you need to advertise that it's this actress? I'm like, is she gonna take her helmet off? No, she pushes a button and you see her eyes. I was like, what was the point of that? Why don't you just take off your damn helmet? It makes absolutely no sense. Excuse me, my voice is like starting to crack because it's so frustrating. And then at the end, somehow she got off the planet. Somehow she got off the planet to go join them in the final battle. And then remember, you gotta follow me here. All right. Starts off wanting to kill him. She's pissed off at Poe. Then all of a sudden she's in love with him again, wants to go run away with him. Then he's like, hey, come away with me. And she's like, no. And it's like, didn't you just want that? And then you don't want that? What the hell? And then all of a sudden she's there and she's fighting. And then they're on the planet and they're celebrating. And Poe's like, hey, you know, everyone's hugging and everyone's kissing. Like, let's go. And she's just like, no. And I'm like, what? Didn't you just want that? Like 5 minutes ago, didn't you just want, you know, at first you didn't want Poe. You're like, no, bitch, no, I don't want you no more. Then you're like, oh, let's run away together. Then you're like, oh, let me give you this ship that I've worked, you know, for years to acquire. Then, oh, let me just come to your rescue and let me go fight the bad guys with you and put my life on the line. And then at the end it's like, no. Like, is this what it's like for like a man to date a woman and just not understand at all any of the decisions that she makes? Like, what the hell? How does that make any sense? Who wrote this? I know it's J.J. Abrams and the other dude, but still, who sat there and was like, hey, this makes perfect sense. Let's do that. How come the actress didn't say anything? I mean, maybe she did. Maybe she has no say in that kind of stuff. But how did this get approved? How? This character is completely useless. She's an NPC, but NPCs usually, they have cohesive stories and backgrounds behind them. This just doesn't make sense. This chick is like bipolar in the weirdest costume ever. And they want me to buy that? They want me to be like, oh yeah, this is a great character. No, there's nothing about this. This is supposed to be empowering for women because we gotta have all the women. All of the new characters. We have to shove these women in your face. I mean, heck, I would have rather had more Rose Tico time. She gets like, what, 20 seconds of screen time? Alright, why didn't you spend more time on her instead of pissing off all, you know, the crazy SJWs that are like, why isn't Rose in the movie more? And instead you introduced this new character because you wanted to introduce a new costume, you wanted to introduce a new toy, you wanted to get, I guess because this actress is friends with J.J. Abrams, you want to have her in. It doesn't make any sense. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why the hell she's in the movie. I decided to get the coin. You could have gotten it from somewhere else. Heck, you probably didn't even need it in the first place. Rey is perfect at everything. Rey would have figured it out. If anything, you have the former Stormtrooper Finn with you. You could have just used him. Nothing about it makes sense. She's a completely useless character that is just there for a marketing tactic, and it's dumb. So, that is my 2 cents on Zorii Bliss. She's completely useless and pointless. Pointless character, and it's dumb. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this in the comments below. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay too. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click that little bell. That way you get notifications when I do my videos and other live streams. And until next time, everyone, have a great rest of your day. And may the Force be with you because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.